What if I told you the fiercest rivalry in medieval history wasn't just about swords or armies? It was a battle of brains, faith, and leadership between two kings from completely different worlds. Richard the Lionheart, the fearless king of England, and Salah al-Din, the wise sultan of Egypt and Syria. Who really came out on top? Let's dive in and see how their clash shaped history forever. Richard the Lionheart was born in 1157 in Oxford, England, the eldest son of Henry II and Eleanor of Aquitaine. He rose quickly to become King of England in 1189, and almost immediately charged off to lead the Third Crusade. Known for his fearless personal bravery and aggressive frontline command, he was more a warrior than a ruler, rarely seen governing his own kingdom. Saladin was born around 1137 in Tikrit, modern-day Iraq. He rose through military ranks to become Sultan of Egypt and Syria. Known for uniting Muslim territories under disciplined armies, Saladin blended military prowess with political savvy and strategic patience. The stage was set after Saladin's stunning victory at the Battle of Hattin on July 4, 1187, near the Sea of Galilee, where he crushed the Crusader forces and captured Jerusalem soon after. This sent shockwaves across Europe, prompting kings, including Richard, to rally for the Third Crusade. Richard arrived in the Levant in June 1191, joining the protracted siege of Acre, which had begun in August 1189, one of the bloodiest and longest sieges, marked by starvation and disease. Saladin chose cautious defense, avoiding needless battles while keeping pressure on Crusader forces. Richard led by example, charging fearlessly alongside his soldiers, inspiring loyalty, but sometimes acting impulsively. While courageous, his leadership often lacked long-term political patience and consolidation of power. Saladin was a unifying figure, a diplomat as much as a warrior, respected for his strategic vision and ability to hold diverse Muslim factions together. He prioritized careful decisions and avoiding unnecessary risks. Educational insight. Richard was a master of battlefield-level tactical brilliance. He rode in the front, he fought with the knights, he exposed himself to danger constantly. Saladin excelled at grand strategy, using terrain, attrition, and patience to protect his larger goals: fairness, diplomacy, religious legitimacy, shared purpose. In 1192, Richard scored a coastal victory at Jaffa, modern Tel Aviv area, demonstrating his battlefield prowess once again. However, Saladin held Jerusalem and much of Palestine firmly. The war-weary leaders negotiated the Treaty of Jaffa on September 2, 1192. Crusaders kept coastal strongholds, and Christian pilgrims were guaranteed access to Jerusalem for 3 years of peace, showing diplomacy can win what force alone cannot. Who really won? If judging by battlefield bravado and bold tactics, Richard the Lionheart wins, fearless and aggressive. But zoom out to the bigger picture of political control, legacy, and lasting power, Saladin comes out ahead with his patient, wise strategy. Richard remains the iconic warrior king. Saladin is the enduring statesman warrior. Educational lessons. Leadership styles matter. It's not just about winning battles. How a leader governs after the war is just as important. Strategy versus tactics. Richard excelled in tactics, battle by battle, while Saladin excelled in grand strategy, territories, alliances, truce, religion, and war. Their conflict was deeply tied to faith, but also to realpolitik, not purely spiritual struggle. Legacy and memory. What you win on the battlefield might not be what you keep, but how you're remembered can last far longer. So, who takes the crown in this epic tale? The fearless Lionheart charging into battle, or the patient Sultan playing the long strategic game? Let us know in the comments who you think really won and why. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want more epic history battles and stories. Because history isn't just about the past, it's the ultimate story of people, ideas, and leadership that still shapes us today.